Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We're back with Football Manager 2019 and Easter Resurgence with Berliner FC Dynamo at the halfway point of Season 10. After today's game, we'll have had 17 games played. And we take on Hannover in a home game. And we really need to win this one if we are going to try and stake a claim for those top half places and maybe even Europe. Because Hannover are just a place ahead of us at the moment. So the games like these, we need to be winning. We're winning against teams in the lower half. We're losing against the teams that are better than us. So we're having a very average season. We're in 10th. And games like these, we need to be winning. Last episode, we thrashed FC Köln 4-0. 2 set-piece goals from Sally Karabalou and 2 goals from Shabanker. Got us a big 4-0 win against Köln. Really, really good. And did we pick things up after that? We'll see. Before we move on, just a quick apology that the videos have been a bit all over the place this week. Basically, I had some big problems rendering videos with my new editing software. I've got Vegas Pro 16, upgraded from Pro 12, which is like 6 or 7 years old now. And yeah, I couldn't get on with it. And, you know, trying to match your video to your render settings and all that stuff, and it just wasn't going right and it was getting really stressful. But I think I've fixed it, so hopefully next week we'll be back to a normal schedule. But let's get through these 4 matches then. We started off with a goalless draw at home against the leaders Schalke. Not a bad point. We created very little, but then Schalke weren't great at that either. I think they had 1 clear-cut chance. But it was 2 very solid defences in this one. A goalless draw against leaders. I think that's pretty good. That's all right. But yeah, I don't think we created like anything really. We had the possession, as you can see, which is all right because we have a philosophy now to play possession football, which we didn't have. But yeah, a goalless draw. Not really much more to say about it, really. Then we had the dreaded trip to Bayern, a team that has beaten us in every single game we've played. We've never even got a draw against them. We came close last season, but we were robbed in injury time with like 5 minutes of stoppage time. This one was 3-0 defeat to Bayern. We created, once again, very, very little. 3 shots on target. And Bayern just outplayed us as I thought they would. 2 first half goals. Johan Feldner scored the first one, the forward getting the 14th minute goal. And then on 27 minutes, it was a set piece, and Matthijs de Ligt scored on 27 to make it 2. Now, his first goal of the season, and has been with Bayern for quite a while, I think. Bayern's third goal came later in the game, 74th minute, and it was a Martin Frenzel, the sort of defensive midfielder, scoring. That was on 74 minutes, and they won 3-0. Yeah, De Ligt to Bayern was one of the first transfers on the save, 26 million, which is a drop in the water compared to how much he's really gone for. But yeah, he's been there for the whole time, and he's been... Actually, hasn't started every single game. He's been... bit of a rotation option, it seems. After defeat to Bayern, we hosted the bottom club Paderborn and won 3-1. A bit close at times this one, but we looked the better team and could have won by more, but it's a home win. I'll take it. It's okay. We went ahead on the 24th minute with Martin Tarnack getting a goal, and that put us a goal ahead. But Paderborn weren't far behind, and they equalised in just the 28th minute. Tobias Jekyll, I'm going to say, the winger getting the equaliser on 28 minutes. At less than 2 minutes into the second half, we won a penalty which Tarnack converted to make it 2-1. I think his 8th, maybe 9th goal of the season, so he's doing okay. Not doing too bad at all. And then at 13 minutes from time, Sally scored to make it 3-1. A free kick was saved by Hesse, and Sally was the first one to react, scored the rebound, and scored his 3rd goal of the season, and a 3-1 home win against Paderborn was good going. I'll take it. And then lastly, it was an away draw against Stuttgart, who last video were 2nd from bottom, but now they are a bit further up there, and I think they were in about 11th, so they'd won like 3 wins in a row since we last met. So they've improved. We've got an away draw, which I don't think is too bad. It was a very, very close game. Again, we had more possession than them, but in terms of shots and chances, it was about the same. I think the draw's fair. We went ahead in just the 10th minute. Bernard struggled with his first goal of the season. It's taken him a while, but he has been sort of second in command to Kevin Ackershot on the right wing. But Ackershot dipped in form a bit, and Strebel's been starting games and did well here and got the first goal in the 10th minute. Stuttgart did go in a half-time with a lead, though. Bülent Akin scored for the half-hour mark to make it 1-1, and then Jens Bayerlin scored in the last minute of the first half, of regulation first half, to give Stuttgart a 2-1 lead going in a half-time. After a pretty uneventful second half, it did take until the 93rd minute for us to get our equaliser, and it was Strebel again, scoring at either end of the game. 93rd minute equaliser, gets us a point, away against Uruguay, which I think isn't too bad considering, again, they're about mid-table. Away draws are okay. And yeah, it sees us in 10th place at the moment. That's how things have been going. It's been a very mixed bag, I'll say that much. There's been defeats, but they're defeats against teams we were expected to lose to. So I can't really complain about how the season's gone so far, but we're still in mid-table. We need to be turning some of these, like, you know, you've got 6 defeats there, which isn't too bad. Like, I just want to turn some of those draws into wins. It just seems like we're forever going to be stuck in mid-table, which I don't want. And like I said, if that happens, after next season, if we haven't got into Europe, then that will be the end of the save and something new will be starting. Every 3 years there's elections in Germany for club presidents and chairmen, and Jan has just been elected for his 3rd term as our president, which is good. He's not really pumping money into the club, but he's happy with how we're doing. I'm under no scrutiny for my job whatsoever. We're doing incredibly well. And yeah, he's added some philosophies. I've got rid of one of them, which was to sign high-profile signings, which I don't really do, so we'll be marked very lowly on that. But we're playing possession football and we're signing young players for the first team, which I think I've been doing for the whole thing. So yeah, that's going well. They're very happy with us. We just need to try and push on a bit in the second half of the season again. But we've got Hannover today. There's one game before the winter break against Frankfurt, but I've already played those this season, so we're going to skip over that. I'll go through that video next episode, and then we'll be back after our winter break. But against Hannover, as you can see, our record not very good. We've only won 1 out of 7 against Hannover, so this is going to be difficult, and they're just ahead of us. So we'll see how this goes. We're at home. We've been doing a lot better at home. We are actually favourites for the game. When does that ever happen? This is the team we're going to go for today. Stakura in goal. Vimola at left back. Belska's got a bit of an injury, only fit enough to make the bench. Yannick is at right back. He missed a match through suspension because he had a card, so he's back in place of Tim Kircher. Salit and Rikudi have been pretty solid at centre back, so they keep their places. Chetin and Yusuf Sal are in central midfield. Haag's not really done too much. Burkhard just come back from his back stress fracture, so again he's on the bench. Souza playing behind the striker Tarnak with Kier on the left, Strebel on the right, Agashot on the bench, Bruno on the bench, he's back from his injury. So yeah, the bench, lots of options there. Belskus, I think he's okay on the bench. He's just got a slight groin injury, I think it was, a tight thigh. So he could probably play, but we're just going to play safe and just go with Vimola today. Strangely, Hannover have a 11 full of all real players apart from 1. That's very strange. There's not a lot of real players left, it seems. Well, there are, but in the first teams, there's not a lot of real players, and they have Richter as the only one. We're expected to win this, apparently. I'm going to say it's all over to you. Have a good one. The fan team talk doesn't really work unless it's a derby, which we don't really have anymore, apart from Hertha. So it's been a bit difficult to know what to do. We're going on positive today, because we should win the possession game, and hopefully we'll get more shots and chances. Svensson have an early corner here, though, for Hannover. It's headed away by Kier, only as far as Eggestein, who has it go for goal, but it wasn't on target. And here's Bernard Strebel, 10 minutes into the game. Strebel making a run here. Tarnak is sort of the last man, and he's found Tarnak, and the keeper makes a good save. But a big chance for us there to go 1-0 up in just the 11th minute. What can we do from the corner? We've been good at set pieces recently. Sal's taken it, and Souza can maybe get on the end of it. No, it's headed towards goal, but Schendelar, again, is there to stop it. Is me saying we're going to win the possession game? We are not doing that. It's been a very close game, but we don't really look as good as they do. Here we go, Kier to Tarnat. And looks for Strebel, but doesn't find him. I think we might need to get a second striker up there for games like this, because Tarnat, as you saw, he was sitting very deep there, and you know he's the advanced forward. He's meant to be the furthest player forward, and he wasn't. And Richter's got a goal through there and scores, and that's 39th minute. Daniel Richter scores to make it 1-0 Hannover. I dare say they've deserved it. We haven't been that good, but yeah, I mean, there's no one in that mid. Like, where's the midfield? Loads of space to run into there. I really don't know where our midfield was. Souza's got the ball here. Chetin can go for goal. Ooh, bends it wide. See, I think this area here is a problem. We have a big gap here. So I'm going to drop Chetin just a little bit deeper. But this hasn't gone our way. We're expected to win this one. We're not doing that. We're losing 1-0. Half-time is going to be any seconds. We just haven't looked like scoring. We've got 4 yellow cards as well in the first half. That is a problem. I'm going to go attacking because we need to attack him. Chetin's not been too good. Vimola at left back hasn't been great. I'm going to get Chetin off. We're going to play Burkhard. I think he's fit to play. The second half, let's see some improvements here. We've got the ability to compete, so we need to do that. Throw in here is Vimola. It's given away, but Burkhardt gets it back. Here's Varmola. That could be a good goal. Strebel. Tarnat. There we go. 9 for the season now for Tarnat. Close to double figures. 3 minutes into the second half. We are 1-1. We've equalised. Let's get in front. Bit concerned when we gave the ball away from the throw-in because that happens all the time on this game and I don't like it. But Burkhardt to Varmola. A good cross. And Strebel's effort was saved. Tarnat was there for the rebound. 1 apiece. Right, I've changed things up a bit. We're going to go a bit more direct with the higher tempo rather than sort of trying to work it in there. 65 minutes. I made one change. We're going to make another one though because Kier's nervous. Kier's not playing well. Bruno's going to come on. 66 minutes. We're about 3/4 through this match. 1-1's not too bad, but we need to be winning games like this. Burkhardt does well to win possession there. He's got Bruno up ahead in support, finds him, and Strebel's coming into the box. Strebel! 2-1! We are looking much better in the second half. Bruno and Strebel, the wide players, linking up well, and we are 2-1 up. Let's hold on to this now. This would be a big, big win. And this could shoot us right up the table as well. We'll overtake Hannover, definitely, because they're just 1 place ahead of us. But if other results go our way, this could be a huge result. I'm going to ask them to tighten up. Just don't get complacent. I'm going to go back to balanced as well. We're just going to play a bit safer. And we could take off Souza and just change up in the midfield a little bit. Try and drop someone a bit deeper maybe. In fact, I'm going to go defensive. We're in the last 10 minutes. And this could be a huge win here. Pause the game. Pause the game. Jesus Christ. We're going to drop Bruno back a little bit. And just make him a bit more supportive. I'm going to take off Sol for Haag. Make him at Zala. Let's try this. We've got an extra man in midfield. We could bring on another defender. We've got Belskis. But this, I think, might be it. There's just injury time left. And it's a goal kick for Hannover. Schendelar. It's out wide to Götze. And now, yeah, they're really going to be going for it at Hannover. They want a result here. They want something. Masengo finds Götze. But there's no one in that position. Varmola just needs... Oh, God. Why would you do that? Oh, my God. What have you done? How did... Oh my God, I can't believe that's just happened. On course for a big, big win. Why? I mean, just kick this out for a throw-in. Why are you keeping that in? There would just been a goal kick and then Riccioli has just completely... Oh my God. Literally 2 mistakes in about 10 seconds there has cost us 3 points. Right, that's full time. I'm furious. I can't believe that's just happened. I want to see this goal again because this was going up for a goal kick, was it not? Let me see. Why has Varmola kept this in? So it's Masengo with a long ball. Götze with the head. This is going up for a goal kick. He doesn't need to keep this in. Why is he doing that? And then Riccioli, again, just headed it over the goal for a corner. I'm absolutely furious. Why has that happened? I'm actually seriously pissed off that that's just happened. Why has he kept that in? 1. And 2, why has Riccioli not just headed that over? He forgot how to play football. And that means that we haven't overtaken Hannover, first of all. And second of all, if Nuremberg win, we're down to 11th. Nuremberg lost 4-2 to Schalke, so at least we stay in 10th. Let's have a look at what we got when we come back from the winter break. So I'm going to do Frankfurt off camera because, as I said, we've already faced them. We'll get some friendlies in the winter break just to try and get our fitness up. We'll come back for a Werder Bremen, an away game. They're 16th. So hopefully we'll win that. We should do. We've had some good wins on camera recently. We won 4-0 against Köln. We opened against Frankfurt and won 3-0. But we'll face Werder Bremen when we come back. We'll do Frankfurt off camera. Any transfers, I'll let you know about them. And I'm annoyed, so let's end the video. If you enjoyed it, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they're up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live. Follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. I'm really annoyed. It probably shows, but that match, how have we not won that? Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. It's going to be Bremen. And second half of the season, we're doing okay. We need to kick on. We want at least top half of the season. I've got this season and next season to get to Europe. So let's have a good second half. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.